Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's pick a card reading, we are taking a look at the month of March for 2022, what's coming, what to look out for, etc. And we are using all of the Mystic Monday decks that I have, as well as the Prism Oracle. I will list all of the decks down in the description box below. And also, this is a general reading. Do keep that in mind. So take what resonates and know that there's a message for you in here somewhere. So before you pick the piles in front of you, all I ask you to do is to get into a calm, quiet space, take a few deep breaths, and really let your intuition pick the pile for you. And the timestamps for each pile will be down in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comments by me. That way you can skip directly to your specific group. So pile number one, group number one is going to be here. Group number two, pile number two is going to be here. And group number three, pile number three is going to be here. I'm not adding any crystals. This is pure intuition gut for you now. All right, if you need to meditate on the cards, you can pause the video and do so now. If not, I will see you in your particular group. Hello, my group number ones, those of you who chose pile one. We're going to take a look at your tarot first, and then we will dive deeper with your oracle cards. All right, so first up, this card is going to represent you in the month of March, and I love it. So we have the Six of Wands. All right, we love to see that. You're going to see the reflection of the light. I can't help that. I'm so sorry. This is the gloss on the cards. This card is representing your current situation in March. So what's going to be happening, what's going to be going on. And we've got Judgment. All right. We've got a lot of similar colors here. And your last card is going to represent the advice on how to handle this situation. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, more similar colors. Okay, so what we have here is some very good news. You are experiencing success. You have overcome all of the obstacles that you were facing. And so for the month of March, it's kind of like, it almost feels like you're onto your next venture or onto your next project because of this Judgment card here. So before I get too far ahead, the Six of Wands, you are like going after what you want. You are chasing your dreams and you are following through. So things that light you up, you're going toward, you're figuring it out, you're accomplishing it, and you are moving on. You're also probably a very energetic person. You're probably someone who is an expert in what their field of choice is. So your profession or your creative process, you're probably an expert in it, as well as you're probably a strong leader or someone who's a very big achiever because you are getting to where you're going by overcoming those obstacles. So it's almost like you have this relief feeling from finishing and accomplishing all of the things that you set out to do. But now you're kind of like, okay, what do I do next? Where do I go next? Which leads me to this Judgment card. This is all about evaluating, taking a time out to assess what's going on. This might be something like a huge, big self-critique. So like you're looking at your actions, you're looking at what you did and how you achieved your goals, and you are assessing what you need to change to further yourself along in the month of March throughout it. But this also could be about worrying about judgment from others. So getting critiques from others or criticism for how you achieved your goals or for who you are in general. Because again, sometimes people who are big achievers or leaders, there can be a negative aspect to that as well in some people's eyes, right? So it's about critiquing yourself and allowing judgment to take place, because criticism can be very well informed and very good for you, especially if you're trying to figure out what's next or what to do next. But at the same time, we need to be very careful with, how we critique ourselves, not to be too hard on ourselves, not to have those intrusive negative thoughts. And we also need to have boundaries for those who critique us. So if there's, negative critiques, that's fine. Like, if maybe there's something they would ask you to change, or maybe something you can do better in the next time that you're doing it, it can be done in a way that's tactful and graceful. And so if those aren't coming at you that way, then it's a time for you to stick up for yourself as well. And also to not take it personally. It's hard to do, I know. But then comes the advice here. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. She is all about motherly love. She's all about nurturing. She's all about being generous with what she has because she knows how hard it was for her to get to where she was and what she accomplished being on the throne, right? So this is all about nurturing you and nurturing your ideas and what you want next. And also to be very compassionate about yourself if you are judging yourself too harshly, or if other people are judging you too harshly. This kind of can feel like a mirror, right? And it kind of looks like a mirror to me, and then also a doorway. So the Judgment card is at the end of the major arcana. It's like the last step before you hit the world and the finale of the major arcana, right? So you've learned all of these things, you've accomplished all of these projects throughout the major arcana, and now it's time to take a look in the mirror and see what you want to take with you to the end of the road. What do you want to leave behind? What is no longer serving you to get to this doorway here? So this is the time where you're really evaluating and looking and assessing, but it needs to be done with love and compassion. And that's where the Queen of Pentacles comes in, right? And again, this could be that you're learning from the things that didn't work as well, but you still got to where you are. You're still successful. You are still, empowering yourself to move forward. So again, self-critique, it doesn't necessarily have to be, take a good hard look in the mirror and look at yourself. It's literally, let's assess something. Let's assess what works and what doesn't work anymore. And you know what? I love who I see in the mirror. I'm getting where I want to go, but maybe let's get rid of some baggage. But it comes with compassion, and it comes with nurturing the new ideas that you want to bring forward. Okay, let's keep going here. So these are your Mystic Mondays cosmic creatures, and we've got a beaver. So this is quite the animal to get. I always am fascinated by beavers because are they a mammal? Are they aquatic? It's just, they're such a weird creature, right? But they're so adorable and cute and crazy, and they lay eggs. Insane. So they build their dams. They are builders, and it looks like you are builders. You want to build something and make it beautiful, and also at the same time that it serves a function, right? Beavers build a dam, but it's also their home. Okay, and I'm going to read from the book because there's a message in here. This is a fairly new book or a new deck for me, so I don't know everything here. So we have inventiveness, tenacity, and engineering. All right, where there's a will, there's a way. The beaver displays a burst of creativity and an upbeat persistence that cannot be dampened. These creatures are industrious in their movements and incredibly resourceful natural builders, using anything from rocks to tree branches, vegetation, and even mud to construct their dams. They are engineers of their environment, able to carry a project out from blueprint to 3D model. The beaver aids you in seeing a project through to completion and encourages you to rely on your wits for guidance when you're lacking resources. Be creative. As you envision your finished project, how can you reinvent the wheel and put your own spin on it? The beaver gives you tenacity, follow-through, and ingenious problem solving when you're feeling stuck. Summon the beaver to guide you with precision and diligence, allowing you to identify your blocks so you can break through your personal dams. All right. I mean, I guess I don't really have to elaborate on that because that is really exactly what we're talking about here. Fantastic. I love it. So yeah, building, you're using your tenacity, be creative because like I said, you are a leader. You are someone who is inventive, someone who sets out to do what they want to do. And there's something that you're building here. There's something that you're moving toward in the month of March. So like I said before in the introduction, it is a general reading. So take what resonates. But some of you are probably on your way to building something bigger and better than what you previously did. So a bigger project, something new, something inventive. But some of you are also at the end of that project, and now you're like wondering what's next and where to go next. Because again, this evaluation. So this can work in a couple ways, because again, this is a general reading. But there's some of you at the start, some of you at the end, and it feels like a lot of this has to do with critique, with judgment about your project, about who you are, and your skills and your talent. Okay, but it can even be within a relationship as well. So however this fits to you, but the advice here is to do it with compassion, do it with nurturing, and be generous with yourself and with others too. And your next card here, ooh, I love this one so much. It reminds me of Lisa Frank. So this is the jaguar. Let's read about the jaguar. They're a cat as well. So they've got to have, what is that called? Light on your feet? Wild side as well, right? Okay, let's just take a look. I don't know much about jaguars. Ferocity, connecting the dots and patterns. With incredible vision and laser focus, the jaguar understands the patterns of life, even in the midst of chaos. Like its fur, the jaguar can connect the dots, tying together seamlessly unrelated ideas. Where others see spots, the jaguar sees opportunities. The jaguar encourages you to chase your passions with persistence and aggression, and gives you the power to release pure force as you push past blocks and limitations. However, this is not all pure spontaneity. It also involves the ability to plan 3 steps ahead with innovation and foresight. The jaguar is methodical, so when the right moment strikes, it only takes one blow to make an impact. With unmatched ferocity, the jaguar is unrivaled in its power and drive. Like I said, you're a leader. You know what you want. You know how to get there. You're inventive. When the jaguar shows up for you, embody your aggressive side and don't be afraid to go after what you want. Step into the role as a leader. It's your time to be first. See, there you go. I love when everything comes together like that. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay, so yeah, if you build it, they will come. You lead forward. Again, some of you might be self-conscious with the critiques that you're getting from others. If you are already in a leadership role, such as management or, like the head of a department or anything like that, you're always going to get pushback, right? You're always going to get criticism from the people who are underneath you. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, if it's done tactfully and if it's done respectfully and with grace, criticism can help you move even more forward, right? But it's the backstabbing comments and the gossip and all of that we need to nip out of it, right? So if you're having a hard time, remember that no one likes to be critiqued. No one likes to be judged. But we also have to take a step back from that as well and learn that everybody's going to have everybody's going to have an opinion regardless of what we do. We could be the most perfect person on earth and someone's still going to have something to complain about because they don't fit their mold that they have for you. Okay? So just remember that. As long as you're doing everything right and you're not disrespecting anyone, don't worry about the negative comments. Don't worry about the judging, because if it's meant to drive you forward and push you forward, you're already doing the right thing, right? So don't worry about it. I know that's kind of a circle comment there, but like I'm speaking in circles, but that's what I'm trying to get across. Like, don't worry about the negative comments, because if you're already doing the right thing, you're already moving forward regardless. So what's that saying? Don't worry about the haters. Okay. All right. So next up we have the Prism Oracle and we have consciousness. Yeah. So I know that you're aware of, what's being said. You're aware of your surroundings. You're aware of everybody's opinions. You're aware of what needs to be done. You're connecting to all of the intuitive things that need to be brought out in your project going forward. Like, you're listening to your gut. You're connected. Consciousness, the ripple effect here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's all of these ripples. So it starts with you and it ripples out. And like again, with the comment stuff, like if you're having a hard time, don't take things so personal, even though it's easier said than done. Remember that some of it comes from jealousy. Some of it comes from their own personal issues, their own triggers. And remember, it's a mirror. So people judge because they don't like that they see a bit of you in themselves. And they can see what they don't like about themselves in you, right? So everything is a mirror. So you're connecting with your gut, you're connecting to the universe. You're aware of your consciousness, you're aware of what's going on. Awareness, that's the word, Natasha, get it out. Next we have, and listen to this, intuition. Yeah, follow your gut. You know what has to be done. You know what to do. You can listen to your gut and follow your intuitive voice inside your head to guide you with what's right. And again, compassion is going to be a part of that as well, because sometimes there's a bias within us. We second guess our gut reaction. We second guess what is good for us, and then we don't listen to it. And what happens? We end up, regretting that. So listen to your intuition with how you move forward and what you release and leave behind. Listen to your intuition about the assessment here. And then your last one, sweetness. Yeah. So again, compassion, being sweet on yourself, knowing that you have your best intentions and allowing yourself to have that compassion for yourself back within this judgment here. Because yeah, there's nothing negative here at all. It's just, I feel like you could possibly be in a situation where other people are kind of triggering your, whether you're in the right or the wrong, that kind of vibe. Okay, next, and your last cards are going to be your gemstones, or your crystals, sorry, gemstones. We got cat's eyes. So, agility, intuition, and protection. Evoking the bright eyes of a cat, cat's eye is used as a talisman to ward off and protect against any evil or unseen danger coming your way. Wow, where did I get force? It increases agility, allowing you to fly beneath the radar of your enemies and progress ahead of your competitors. Cat's eye enhances night vision, gives you the ability to see through the shadows in higher definition and access heightened levels of intuition by opening the crown chakra. Cat's eye is regenerative, helping you to regain what was once lost. So again, protection against negativity, protection against your own bias, right? And your own negative thoughts. But also we have intuition again. So listen to your gut. Listen to what's going to work best for you. Then we have, what is this? Blue topaz. All right. So solar vitality and amplify. Inspired by the sun, blue topaz draws its strength from solar energy, radiating warmth, generosity, again with the Queen of Pentacles there, and strength and vitality to those who seek it. With an impact as huge as the limitless sky, blue topaz power is potent, magnifying psychic abilities and inner peace. There we go. With this crystal in conjunction with affirmations and visualizations, it will amplify your intentions as you envision your future. Again, it's all about intent. Blue topaz stimulates creativity and a thirst for knowledge, granting the ability to express emotions and thoughts in a clear and profound way. So again, getting things ready for your next project, following your gut with what you want to do, and giving you the vitality to go for it. And then your last one here is Moonstone. All right, and it says nurturing, again, divine feminine and intuitive. A lot of intuition here. So you need to really pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to what your subconscious is telling you. Could be looking into your dreams as well. Drawing power from the divine feminine, Moonstone connects you to goddess energy, activating your intuition. Moonstone can boost clairvoyant gifts and metaphysical powers, asking that you trust in the unknown beyond what you can see in this realm. The reflective nature of the crystal is much like the moon phases themselves, a cycle of change from new beginnings to full release. Moonstone balances masculine energy with the feminine touch, teaching the art of receptivity and serendipity. It is especially potent during the waxing moon. So, again, nurturing yourself, being compassionate, and as well as allowing yourself to release what no longer serves your highest good or your next purpose. All right, hopefully this resonates with you. I think this is going to be a great month for you. Don't listen to the haters. I know that sounds so bad coming out of my mouth, but that's the generalization that I'm going to say here. Build what you want, access your creative side and your intuition. Be compassionate for yourself and know that you're successful. Know that you're a leader. Know that you can do what you set your mind to, okay? Alrighty, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful March, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Thanks so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 2s, those of you who chose pile 2, we are going to take a look at your Mystic Monday Tarot first, and then dive deeper with your Oracle cards here. All right, this first card is going to represent you in the month of March, and we've got, yay, strength. We love to see that. All right. Sorry about the glare. It's going to happen. The light is reflecting off the gloss coating, so I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. This next card is going to represent the situation or what's going to be happening in the month of March, and we've got 10 of Wands. Okay. And your last card is going to be the advice on how to go through this situation, and we have 6 of Swords. Okay. All right, I see what's going on here. So the strength is representing you. So you have a lot of inner strength. You're somebody who's probably very compassionate. You're probably someone who has a hard time saying no. But at the same time, you're very gentle. You're very persistent. And with the tiger, you're probably very stealthy as well. You know how to get what you want because you have self-control, you have endurance, you have courage, because strength is not necessarily about physical strength. It's about internal strength. So emotional strength, being able to control yourself, impulse control, all of those things. And you're going to need to call upon a lot of those abilities in the month of March because of this 10 of Wands. Okay, you are going to need to learn how to say no if you don't already do so. Because this 10 of Wands is telling me that in the month of March, and you probably are already dealing with this energy, this is a lot of responsibility, a lot of duty, a lot of feeling the weight of the world, a lot of burdens, okay? This is feeling overwhelmed. This is pressure. There might be a huge project that you've got going on at work. There might be a lot of responsibilities that you got between your home, your work life, your social life. Everything is kind of piling on top of the other, right? Got a lot of wands here. And that's okay. Sometimes we can handle a lot of stress. Sometimes we can handle a lot of responsibility. But at the same time, did anyone ask you for help? So if they haven't asked you for help, maybe it's time for you to do a little delegating. And maybe it's time for you to say no, okay? Figure out what task is important, what responsibility is important, and figure out a balance. Because right now, there is no balance going on here. You may look strong, you may be acting tough, you might be putting on a brave face here, but inside, internally, you are screaming, wanting help. And whilst we can put on a brave face for most of the time, it's not going to be good in the long run, right? You're going to have to delegate some responsibility, whether it is asking your friend or your roommate or your partner to handle some of the chores around the house while you finish up the project at work, or help take the kids to soccer practice, band practice, while you work on, XYZ, fill in the blank. There's a lot of ways to do this. If someone comes to you and asks you to do something that's outside of your job description, and it's another task and another plate and another wand, then you can say no. And remember, boundaries are important. No is a complete sentence. All right. You cannot be expected to carry the weight of the world for eternity. Something's got to give, which brings us to the Six of Swords. And I'm laughing because it's the song is just playing in my head, and I'm so sorry, but it is let it go. Let it go. This is a time for you to change the intentions, change what you are doing, do a 360, a 180, something, but something's got to give. And it's you sticking up for yourself, you giving yourself boundaries, and you allowing yourself to heal. Because again, strength is about being vulnerable too. And sometimes when we're vulnerable, we get taken advantage of. So this is you saying, oh, no longer will I do all of this alone or for free, or, my time is important, so I'm going to not do all of that. You have choices whether you think you do or not. There's always a choice. And you can always say no, even though sometimes it is extremely difficult to do so. But this Six of Swords, this advice is to just let it go and move to where you're appreciated. Okay? This is being within flow of yourself, of healing. This is maybe moving on to another environment or to another relationship if you can't work it out. This is change. This is just full-blown change right here. And so again, we need to get to calmer waters. We need to move on and let go of the things that are holding us down, literally and physically. Okay? We cannot possibly be expected to carry the weight of the world and be okay. We have to be able to delegate. We have to be able to stick up for ourselves. We have to be able to, say enough is enough. And we also have to remember that, we can do a lot of things by ourselves and we can be independent, but at the same time, it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to reach out and be like, can you just carry one of these wands for me today? You are a strong person. You are confident. You are driven with this strength card. You are a bold person. But sometimes people take advantage of that. And sometimes people think that, oh, you're a strong person and you are a bold person. You're creative. You're driven. What's one more task? What's one more thing for this person? They got it all. They know what they're doing. So just remember that you cannot possibly carry the weight of the world. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be a strong person and ask for help. But yeah, we're going to change things up and we're going to let things go. Alrighty, let's move to your oracle cards. You don't need to have all of that pressure. And for some of you, like I said, this is a general reading in the beginning. So for some people, this is going to look differently. For some people, it just might be there's a lot of pressure at work and I need to let, some tasks go. This could be there's a lot of duties that are piling up and I'm stressed out. So I need to, prioritize and figure out which one I need to, let go of or, fall behind. It could be a lot of things to different people, but this is such a common occurrence. Okay, so you are not alone in feeling this way. All right, we've got your cosmic creatures. First one is horse. Okay, so yeah, feeling very wild, allowing yourself to have that freedom again. Okay, this is an unbridled horse rearing up on its hind legs. It wants to be free. It wants to just roam and run and be wild. And you can't feel that energy right now because you feel weighted down. So yeah, drive forward, let go of things and change what needs to benefit you now. Let me read from here we go. Passion, drive, and wildness. Oh my gosh, Natasha, read. Wild and free, the horse can represent our willpower and drive to go all the way. Passion propels you forward and keeps you focused as long as you are connected to your purpose. Horse trots along, masterfully navigating the road ahead as an extension of human consciousness. Take a look within and ask yourself, what is my driving force? What motivates me to keep going when times get tough? There's a passion that wants to be expressed, an energy within you that can only be tamed for so long. Channel this energy in healthy ways, focusing on productive outlets that can transport you farther along your career path. The horse works tirelessly and is able to make massive progress, but only when it's also connected to its heart. Don't forget your heart's mission as you gallop toward your victory and share your desires with the will of your mind, body, and soul. So maybe some of you are experiencing like this is the last leg of a big project. Like this is something that you're passionate about and you're moving forward, because this is the 10 of Wands. So it could be like the last upheaval before you are finished with this project, and this is driving you home. You're ready to go. You're ready to finish up strong, but it's just weighing you down, right? So that could be for some of you as well. But I'm looking at this as like you want to be free from your burdens, and you want to lessen the load a little bit and roam free like a stallion. So that's the way that I'm intuitively getting it. But I wanted to make sure you get the message from the book too, because this is a new deck and I don't know all the answers in this deck. And then we've got the bear. So very much a protective energy as well. Let's read for the bear. Whenever I see bear, I think of the mama bear trope. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Oh, look at this. Warrior, grounding, and strength. Absolutely. Bears are strong. I don't know how people just befriend bears on a whim. You know, like in zoos and stuff, that's what I mean. Okay. Acting as a grounding and stabilizing force, the bear offers confidence in the face of harsh conditions. There you go. You will be challenged and put to the test, but the bear gives you an advantage. The impenetrable power of your warrior spirit. Oh, your strength card there. You won't go down without a fight, and the bear will aid you by giving you the courage to rise up to the occasion. Others will naturally respect you as they sense this authority emanating from your aura and see your ability to govern your inner landscape as a leader with both compassion and integrity. In many traditions, the bear is intricately linked with the shaman, invoking powerful healing abilities and the capacity to transcend the world. Look to heal the wounds of your inner warrior where you have been battered and hurt, and know that the bear is here to provide protection for any battlefield on which you find yourself. So yeah, that is very fitting for the cards on the table here. Know that you're going to be okay. You have the strength within you to make it through. You got this. And then we've got the Prism cards here. The first one, we've got sadness. Okay, so yeah. You're feeling it. There's a lot of emotional weight here as well. This is not something that you're happy about doing. This is not something that is freeing you right now. You are feeling the weight of the world with this sadness card. I get it. I understand. Moving toward healing. Then we've got disruption. Yeah, we've got, so first of all, this can be a couple things. We've got to disrupt the current behavior. We've got to disrupt the duties and responsibilities right now. But this is also like, this is disrupting you. This is disrupting your mental health. This is disrupting, you know, your progress forward if you don't address it and move forward and let go. And also look at the lines, very similar to how the wands are here. So again, more synchronicity and confirmation that there's some burdens here. Okay. And then your next card, we've got flow. Yeah, we've got to get back into flow, right? We've got to go toward what is aligning with our highest good. Flow in the right direction. And look at this. We've got the flow in the background of the swords as well. The water and water there. Love that. Yeah, get in flow with what's aligned and what's for your highest good. This is not in alignment for you. And your last card, we've got rest. Yeah, you need to take time to rest. You are overdoing it. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And you cannot help anybody else if your battery is low, right? So make sure you take time to rest, to heal, and rejuvenate yourself before you take on any more tasks, okay? And then we have your last cards here, which are your crystal cards. First one is the Citrine Spirit Quartz. And it says intentional self-awareness and discernment. Yeah, you need to discern what works for you. Take an assessment here of what's going on and move forward accordingly. So it says, a centered and empowered stone, Citrine Spirit Quartz, asks that you take command over your life. By having clear intentions, you can begin to lead from a grounded and assertive place. Giving you the results that complement your needs, Citrine Spirit Quartz enhances your sense of self-awareness, dissolving apprehension and self-doubt to clear the way for more confidence in your daily life, no matter the material things you may or may not possess. It is highly focused, an excellent stone for planning and goals. There you go. And then we have, this is selenite. All right, so luminous cleansing and protection. With its moonlight glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to the mind and slices through any negativity or confusion, cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is ready to be healed. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. Then we have, what is this? Hematite. All right. More protection. So we've got grounding, magnetic pull, and focus. With a magnetism that is sky high, hematite has the ability to absorb negative emotions and create strong energetic boundaries. Its authoritarian force releases self-imposed limitations. A powerful stone to use in grounding oneself, hematite activates the root chakra and balances out the 7 chakras by pulling toxicity from your aura. Deriving from the Latin word for blood, hematite cleanses the blood in the body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. Use hematite when you need that extra boost. And your last one here is a wild looking one, and it's morganite. Acceptance, compassion, and release. Love it. The ultimate love attractor, morganite opens channels for positivity, affection, and devotion to flow effortlessly through your energetic fields. Morganite is able to uncover deep emotional pain, bringing awareness to unexpressed feelings residing inside your body so that you can release them. Know that these feelings can change and are not part of your identity. Clearing away thoughts of martyrdom, or victimhood. Morganite expands your ability to love and receive love, advancing your soul to the core of its inner truth. All right, so don't worry, this feeling is not going to last long. You are protected, you are loved. It is time for you to release the burdens that you have, to delegate. It is time to call upon your inner strength to do so. Know that you have the ability to go towards calmer waters, to release and to let go. So whatever does not flow with your highest good and where you want to be, we've got to release that and let it go and take time to rest and to heal. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a wonderful March, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 3s, those of you who chose pile number 3. We are going to go ahead and take a look at your Mystic Mondays first, your tarot, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper with your oracle cards here. All right. So this first card is going to represent you in the month of March. And we have, the 2 of Cups. All right. Interesting. Next, this card is going to represent a situation or what's going to happen or what's going on in the month of March. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. And your last card is going to be the advice to go through the situation or learn through this situation, how to get through it, etc. We've got, the High Priestess. Okay. Very, very cool tones here. Lots of blue. Throat chakra might be something you want to look into. Maybe there's a blockage, because I'm getting a lot of strong blue and I got the little in my throat. Just have an inkling. Think about unblocking the throat chakra. Anywho, let's get into it. Two of Cups. This is all about partnerships, harmony, duality. This is representing you. So this could mean that you are someone who is a very trustworthy person. You are someone who wants to support other people. You are someone who probably has everyone's best interest at heart. Like, you have pure intentions. This could also indicate that you are partnering up with somebody in the month of March. It could be a collaboration. It could be a contract. It could be a relationship. I'm seeing more work related with this Pentacles here, but there's some form of connection or collaboration with someone else with this Two of Cups. But it could also just mean that you are getting more in touch with your own self as well. So like I said in the beginning of the video, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and know that there's a message here for you. So it could mean something completely different to another person, but the energy is still the same. So again, duality, it could be talking about like having different sides of the same coin. Something about, you know, the black and white of it all. There could be a pairing there. So like the opposites attract. That's what I'm trying to get at. So it could be like, so if you are, you know, if this is a partnership for a career, this could be like you're the artistic eye, you're somebody who deals with the creativity, and you're partnering with like the business savvy person, someone who knows all the laws and the rules and the tax stuff. That sort of a thing. It's a very harmonious partnership. It's a very good and intuitive pairing. Like, it's just going to work out really well. This is like soulmate energy. So like I said, this could be, you know, this could be about a relationship too. We'll get into the cards to see what else has to be confirmed here. But for most of you, I am picking up career orientated because of the Pentacles here. So Eight of Pentacles, this is all about practicing your skills, learning new skills, mastering them. It's like that apprentice energy. So you're probably learning more about what you're doing. So, you know, you could be studying under someone, you could be apprenticing under someone, you could be just starting your own business and kind of learning the ropes of it. This is also, you know, making sure that you are taking the time to hone your skills, to perfect your craftsmanship. So training, practice, putting in that effort to make sure that you are doing the best that you can do and being the best at what you have to do. That came out weird. But honing your skills, really taking it to heart and pushing forward, because this Eight of Pentacles is all about, you know, nose to the grindstone. Isn't that the saying? You're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort to better yourself. And so if this is about a relationship, this is putting in the work in the relationship as well as putting in the work internally to make the relationship work. So again, there's a lot going on here that could be related to a lot of different people here. So relationship wise, it's a really good pairing. It's kind of opposite attracts situation. You can be learning to love yourself a little bit more, and you're figuring out what works for you to better you harmoniously, etc. Working on yourself, working on your skills. And then we come to the High Priestess, which is the advice here. And that's about listening to your intuition, listening to your gut. You know what's best for you. You know what's best for your relationship, for your business. Listen to your gut. Also, look at your dreams. What are your dreams trying to tell you? Write them down in your dream journal. When you wake up in the morning, before you forget, first thing you do, write down your dreams, every little thing that you can remember, and see what your subconscious or your spirit guides or the universe is trying to tell you in order to move forward here. Sometimes there's that one symbol, like say you dreamt of an owl and it bugs you throughout the day. You're like, why did I dream of an owl? And then it hits you. Something reminds you of it. Or it suddenly makes sense throughout your day of how you can incorporate that into your problem here or your situation here. So listen to your gut, listen to your dreams, pay attention. And then also, this could also mean a good self-reflection because this is going inward. And I always like to think that instead of a throne or anything behind her, this can also be like a mirror to your subconscious. So listening to your gut, but as well as like kind of turning inward and like evaluating and assessing what's going on in there as well. Does that make sense? So, kind of like in group number 1, we had the judgment card. And that judgment card is an assessment and a reflection and a mirror of like self-critique and self-assessment. And that's kind of this feeling that I'm getting here as well. So be gentle with yourself when you're learning and have compassion if you're still learning or training or apprenticing or any of that. It can be a little overwhelming when we're trying to master our skills or master ourselves, really. So just have compassion for yourself there and know that your gut will always lead you in the right direction. It's hard sometimes to listen to it, but it will get you there. So yeah, look inward because you have the answers already that you need to go forward. Listen to your gut is the huge one that I'm getting here, as well as your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your subconscious, because that's giving you all of the info that you need in order to move forward or change what you're doing here, or give you even the drive to move forward. Sometimes that little voice in your head, in the back of your head, is your higher self being like, do this. This is the advice that you should be taking. All right. So let's move on and move forward with your creatures here, cosmic creatures. First up, we've got the fly. Interesting. Okay, so I kind of feel like this is similar to a bee as far as like being busy and flying around, but this is also like that sound that you hear, the bzz, the wing flapping, and you're like, God, where is that fly? Like, I feel like you just have like a lot going on and you're just working towards getting everything done. But let's take a look at the book here, because these are all new to me and I just want to make sure that I'm giving you the right information. These cards are new, is what I meant. So we've got grit, multiplication, and survivor. The fly is one of the most understood cosmic creatures, viewed as common pests. Flies can be seen as spreading gossip, annoyance, and hate, often appearing to reap the rewards of other people's labor. But the fly is incredibly important to the cycle of life, acting as nature's janitor, cleaning up waste by consuming rotting matter and preventing it from becoming landfill or litter on the street. Flies often spread pollen and help fertilize the next generation of plants, acting as the bus drivers for new seedlings. While certainly not glamorous, the fly honors its role in the cycle of life as it possesses the grit and tenacity to be the unsung hero. Flies do what they need to do to get the job done. Flies multiply whenever they're needed so they can spread messages of malice. While they can spread messages of malice, they can also spread messages of abundance. So yeah, remember when I said, the buzzing in your ear? When a fly appears, know that you have what it takes to survive through anything. I love that because, yeah, you're still learning, most of you, you're still doing your thing, you're still trying to master yourself, your skills, etc. So just know that you've got it, but you got to keep your nose to the grind. You got to keep honing those skills in order to master anything, right? So that's where that grit comes from. So absolutely love that. So it's a neat looking fly too. It's not hideous. And your next one, we've got the swan. Oh, what is that? the movie with Princess Odette, the Swan Princess. I was obsessed with that movie as a child. I loved it. She turns into a swan. Great movie. Okay. Swan is dignity, beauty, and elegance. Absolutely. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the swan gently guides you with loving intuition. There we go. And divine feminine energy to recognize your own beauty and grace. Yeah, so don't be down on yourself if you're struggling here, because we are all constantly learning. We're all continuing to grow. And if you're not trying to better yourself or learn new skills or anything of the sort, then are you really living? Like, are you content to just be? Like, the whole point of life is to learn and to grow and to expand. So don't get upset with yourself if something isn't perfect that you produced, because we all got to start somewhere. You're mastering your ability, you're mastering your skills, and you're mastering yourself. And that takes time, practice, and it takes, tenacity, right? The grit. This type of beauty is inherent and does not depend on what you do and what your age is. It's simply the splendor of who you are on the soul level. When you connect with that part of yourself, you radiate elegance and allure that is beyond skin deep and beyond measure. Your beauty is timeless. When you recognize yourself as this wonderful being of light, you can heal the wounds of the ugly duckling who didn't feel they belonged. The swan gives you permission to be soft with yourself, to shed the layers that no longer belong to your truth. When you face jealousy, competition, or judgment, instead of feeding insecurities and shame, spread compassion and love. Love yourself unconditionally and show others in your flock how it's done. Amen. So yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. And if this is a relation-based reading, don't be so hard on yourself. Also, this is a good partnership. This is a good relationship, if that's what it is. Meaning they love you for you. Don't be so insecure with, how you look or your age or anything like that. Master yourself, right? Hard to do, especially when we start getting older and, things start not looking the way that they used to look when we were 20 something. It's a little intimidating, right? But know that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if your partner tells you you're beautiful and your partner is like, you are still sexy, you still, rev the engine, so to speak, that's all that matters. Because who else are you trying to impress, right? Just yourself and the person you love. That's it. Nobody else really matters when it comes to outward appearance, right? Only you. All right, let's keep going on here. We've got your Prism Oracles. First step, strength. Yeah, okay. So just know that you have it in you to do whatever you need to do. Inner strength, physical strength, keep going. You've got this, all right? Don't feel less than. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't compare your relationship to anybody else, your skills, etc. You've got this. It's hard working towards a goal. It's hard learning new skills. It's hard working on yourself, but you have the strength within you to do so and to power through, right? If you're in university and studying that way, it's hard to keep up sometimes. It's hard to make deadlines. It's hard to, study, take tests, etc. But you have it within you. Buckle down, prioritize, and know that you have what it takes to follow through and to succeed. And then we have space. So this is all about giving yourself space to expand, to create space. Have space there. There's nothing here. You want to create space for yourself to grow, expand. And that's what you're doing here with this Eight of Pentacles. It's also giving me the vibe of needing to create a space where you can just be. So if you have like a creative space that you can learn your skills, a quiet space that you can go to and shut off the world, shut off the noise, a meditation space, if there's a favorite coffee house or if there's a favorite park that you go to, to create your own sanctuary as well. But give yourself space to grow. Give yourself space for the relationship to grow. You don't always have to be on the grind, but when you are, there might be a good spot for you to have that space to do so. Then we've got movement. This reminds me of the Eight of Wands. I love this. You are making waves. You are moving toward your goals, and it's happening fast. You're not staying still. You are not being stagnant. You are just pushing forward and keeping on, and I love that. These are goals that you're hitting. These are goals that you are constantly achieving and pushing through and working towards. You're going to be a master at your skill soon. Just keep going. Just keep pushing forward. But again, make space for yourself to like relax as well. Inner intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. And your last card with that is comfort. Yeah, comfort. Find a good spot for you to relax. I think this could be also an indication that you're in your comfort zone. Like, this is what you're good at. This is what you know. This is what makes you feel good. This is like so for me, right, like one of the skills that I have and that I love to do is crochet. And so that's my comfort zone. I like to stay there. It makes me feel good. It's like a meditative thing. And it also is like a cozy thing for me to just kind of relax, take the stress of the day away, and just be comforted with that. So this could be something that is a passion project for you that's just within your comfort zone, and you feel good, and it's like a good thing for you to continually do. If this is a relationship, this feels comfortable. This feels good. This feels like you've known the person forever. You're on the same wavelength. But this could also indicate your need to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. So depending on where you are on this, it can mean a couple things. So if you're learning new skills, you might be taken out of those comfort zones, right? It might be new, might be a little scary. So depending on how this hits for you, it's going to mean something different. But always, always, always go with your gut. If it doesn't feel right, there's a reason you shouldn't be doing it. And your last cards here, we've got your crystal cards for Mystic Monday. We've got Emerald. So spring, unity, and vitality. Lush and reminiscent of the green of spring, emerald is known as the stone of successful love. Stimulating loyalty, partnership, and friendship. Emerald opens the heart chakra, healing the auric field of with unconditional love, hope, and joy. With exuberance and lust for life, the emerald is a sign for new beginnings and a fresh step in life, radiating health, prosperity, and vitality. Grow in the direction of your dreams and nurture yourself along the way. You deserve the riches that life has to offer you. Oh, I love that. Yeah, no need to comment on that anymore. That said everything that needed to be said. Then we have sulfur. So volcanic and progress and inventive. Sourced from volcanic areas, sulfur is an excellent companion for bottled up emotions that can manifest as skin conditions, fevers, and emotional outbursts. Sulfur has a negative electrical charge, allowing it to absorb toxicity and destruction from your surroundings. Sulfur also brings to light the natural disasters in your personal landscape, highlighting your shadows in order to clear the path for renewal. This opens up awareness of triggers that can cause eruption, placing consciousness in action. Interesting. Yeah, so don't keep your emotions bottled up for sure. But inventive, that's what I keep focusing on in the progress here. So you're moving forward and you are learning, being inventive along the way here with these skills that you are learning and honing. And again, if you are talking about a relationship here, you're making progress forward and moving forward here, along with that movement card. I love it. All right, then we've got, was this calcite? No, blue obsidian. Okay, so expansive, divination, and astral travel. What did I say? Listen to your dreams. Cool to the core, blue obsidian is created from a natural volcanic glass that has the ability to expand one's natural talents. There we go. Astral travel and envisioning dreams are protected and safe when you are using this crystal. A powerful divination stone, blue obsidian enhances psychic abilities and uncovers natural talents for the unknown. It clears away mental clutter and makes way for you channeling makes way for clear channeling of intuitive messages, allowing you to focus on one message at a time. A natural healer, blue obsidian promotes circulation for your body and opens the aura to receive. Love that confirmation. And your last card here. Oh, more obsidian. Wow, okay. So shadows, mirror, and are amorphous. I swear, my English and my reading sometimes. A dark and mysterious crystal, obsidian reaches into the depths of our shadows, shedding light on what needs to be healed in order to move forward. Obsidian serves as a mirror. We were talking about mirrors. Revealing our deepest truths. Obsidian's crystalline structure is amorphous, moving beyond conventional time to dip into the past, present, and future, and wielding great power to clear any obstacles. Use obsidian as a shield against psychic attacks and to ground your base chakra back to planet Earth. All right. So have faith in yourself as well. Have faith that you are going to move forward and be successful and do all the great things with this, whatever this is. And if this is a relationship, you might have to deal with some baggage. You might have to let go of some things and listen to your intuition to move forward. So hopefully this resonated with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful March. Let me know what group you chose down in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Thanks again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.